This is the Xperia Z1, Sony's flagship smartphone for 2013. But how does it fare 2 years later? You might be on the market for a good smartphone, but you can't afford the Xperia Z5 or other latest flagship offerings. The Sony Xperia Z1 is a good candidate. 2 years later, prices have dropped because of newer models. We bought this particular unit for $300. Since this is an Xperia device, let's get the obvious out of the way. The Sony Xperia Z1 is IP58 certified, which means it's dust and water resistant. You can submerge this baby in water for up to a depth of 1.5 meters, up to 30 minutes at a time. Water and dust resistant it is, but one would only wish if this device was also fingerprint smudge proof. The Z1 is a fingerprint magnet. Because of the tempered glass on both sides of the device, fingerprint smudges are unavoidable. The issue is particularly exaggerated in this black variant of the phone. It is less visible on the white model. You might want to carry around a cloth to wipe this device once in a while. Make no mistake, fingerprints aside, the glass edges on the Xperia Z1 makes the device look very premium, even by today's standards. The Z1 feels very premium in the hand. The phone weighs 170 grams and it really feels steady in the hand. The Z1 features a 5-inch TFT 1080p touchscreen, which is very crispy. It has a pixel density of 441 ppi. The viewing angles on the Xperia Z1 are not perfect. When directly looking at the phone, everything is okay. But soon as you start turning the screen away, for some strange reason, the color reproduction becomes a bit off. The noticeable difference between the Z1 and its predecessor, the Z, has to be the visibly smaller bezels. The button placement on the Z1 is almost perfect. I like the fact that there's a dedicated camera button, something that's a rarity these days. The Z1 also packs a punch inside, featuring a Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 chipset, a quad-core 2.2 GHz Crate 400 processor, and 2 gigs of RAM. The Z1 comes with 16 gigs of internal storage. There's also an Adreno 330 GPU running on the Z1. Out of the box, the Z1 was running on Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. I have since upgraded it to Android 5.1 Lollipop. Unfortunately, Sony announced that the Xperia Z1 will not be upgraded to Android 6.0 Marshmallow. When it comes to performance, the Z1 can hold its own. It's pretty much handled everything we threw at it. When moving between apps, it's almost like there's no lag. One thing I noted though is when you open too many apps, the Z1 overheats, which makes it feel very uncomfortable to hold in the hands. The Sony Xperia Z1 comes with a non-replaceable 3000 mAh battery, which can guarantee a full day of use, if you're a moderate user, of course. In the instance that your battery is about to run out, Sony has included 3 power management modes that can sustain you until you reach a power source. The stamina mode, once activated, will turn off certain features that drain the battery, including Wi-Fi and mobile data. You can reactivate this if you so wish. In ultra saving mode, the device pretty much becomes like a feature phone. You cannot access mobile data or Wi-Fi from here. There's also an issue we've noted here. For some reason, when the battery gets to 15%, it drains quickly. Upon reading online forums, it seems other Z1 users are experiencing the same thing. Perhaps the star of the show has to be the camera. The Sony Xperia Z1 features a 20.7 megapixel sensor, which churns out images with a resolution of 5248 by 3936 pixels. The camera has autofocus and an LED flash included. On the front, there's a 2 megapixel camera, which can record video in full 1080p at 30 frames per second. The rear camera can also record in 1080p as well as HDR video. The Z1 has GPS, NFC, a micro USB 2.0 port, And I like the fact that they included a notification LED in the speaker grille, something that's a welcome development. Overall, the Z1 is a pretty good device, even in 2015. Now, are you gonna buy it? The decision is yours. This is Marston for netcrete.com. As usual, if you like this video, please press the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.